What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to talk about a game that's not really on that many people's radar, may not be on your radar, but I want to talk about Maneater, a new shark kind of RPG game. People are linking it, are kind of comparing it to like a Far Cry underwater. It released, I believe, yesterday. People have been playing it. The review scores are out for it, and people are really liking it. It's getting kind of mixed reviews on Metacritic, just in general, people reviewing this game, but the user ratings are actually very, very high. People like Omrecker, if you guys know who Omrecker is, he's played a game Depth quite a lot, which is a shark versus diver game, and he's been playing this game. I watched one of his videos on it. Now, I should say, just to be like transparent with you guys, I don't have this game. I'm honestly asking this question just as much to you guys as I'm asking it to me, because this game wasn't on my radar. There's a couple different ways I go about communicating with developers, communicating with publishers to see if they want to work with me in terms of playing a game or, just working with them in general, right? And one of those ways, I did see this game. I saw this game was, let's just say, available, and I didn't request a code for it, mainly because I was like, I just don't know what this game is. And now, honestly, now that I'm seeing everybody talking about it, I'm kind of kicking myself on it and being like, why didn't you give it a chance? Why didn't you ask them? I believe the game is actually on all consoles. It's not just on PC, although Omrecker did play it on PC. So, it's a game that I think for me was maybe marketed in my head for more of a computer, kind of like fan base or like player base. And so it just wasn't something that I wanted to experiment with. I have a pretty solid gaming PC, or a PC that can do games, a PC that can do editing, stuff like that. It would probably be able to handle it. I just normally play games on PlayStation. Is probably my primary console, and then it kind of trickles down from there with Xbox and the Switch. But let's talk about this game a little bit, okay? So again, I am asking it just as much for you guys as me. I haven't played this game, okay? I have not played this game, so I can't give you guys my impressions of literally sitting down and playing it. But the review scores from when I'm recording this, the review scores, it's a 71. It's not the greatest. It's like an average score. Now on Metacritic, it's like orange, and orange can kind of go anywhere between like the high 40s and I think like the mid 70s is pretty much considered that middle territory, right? I think you have to get into an 80 in order to get like it's considered really good, or like it's green all of a sudden. So people are liking this. Review scores are liking this, and I think honestly what it comes down to is what you expect from this game. Now the game's not full price. It's only $40. Okay, so it's not a full price game, and I honestly feel like it fits pretty darn well where we are right now, because we're in a month, and I literally mean like the time period, like literally right now with the games that are releasing, we're not getting all that much, right? And I've talked about it, April, March was enormous, right, for games. April was pretty darn big. Final Fantasy VII, which I just beat around a week ago, and that's my game of the year right now. I absolutely love Final Fantasy VII's remake. We had Predator Hunting Grounds, which obviously was very much only for a specific group of people, right? And even that game is not being loved by everybody, right? But really after that, May has been kind of tough. Now, we have gotten Saints Row the Third remastered, right? That came out yesterday. The Mafia trilogy, where you can now play Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. So there are some games. There was the Star Wars Pod Racer game that was supposed to come out, but that was delayed indefinitely. There's been some games in May. Actually, in a couple days, like a bunch of games get ported to the Nintendo Switch, which is really cool. But we're really not going to get any, I'd say, AAA massive games until The Last of Us Part 2, which again, firstly is only PlayStation, and secondly, definitely that has its divide too, right? So what I'm saying is we're kind of in, and then I guess there's SpongeBob and stuff like that, but we're in this period where I think it's not like a Wild West, but there are games out there that are kind of waiting for people to discover them if you're kind of hungering for a new game, right? A different kind of experience. Because like for me, I'm going back, I'm replaying, and I'm beating so many games. That's been my kind of New Year's resolution for 2020, but I've gone back, I've replayed Uncharted 1 through 3, I've beaten those. Like I said, I beat Final Fantasy 7, I've beaten a lot of games this year. So dead periods like this are good for me because I get to go back and play like the 20 games that I haven't played yet, and I'm actually whittling down that list. I'm almost done with my list, which is actually really, I never thought I would be able to say that, but I am. So for me, it's fine, but for others, you may be looking for a game like this, and why I tell that whole long story, well, that's kind of what I feel like this game is. Again, the gaming journalists, the blue check marks, they're the ones saying that it's average, maybe slightly below, maybe slightly above. Now, user ratings on Metacritic is actually an 85, and that's pretty darn high. And again, I think that's because, firstly, I don't know how serious you can take a game where you play as a shark. I just don't know how seriously you can do it. And it is a little bit, it's not like, it's like cartoony, comic-y, I should say. It does have like a leveling up system, and you do quests, and there is a story to it. Like, it's a legit, for those that don't know, and I'm going to try and show as much gameplay as I can, but like, it's a legit game. Like, it's an actual video game where you do a ton of different things. And I think from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's worth $40. Like, it doesn't look like it's a game that you'd say, oh man, that game should be free. Like, there is literally, not to make a pun here, but there's depth to it, right? There's really a depth to this game, and I think people are understanding that, and the people that are getting it and the people that are liking it are setting their expectations accordingly. And so that's what I think when I ask this question, like, is this game worth it? I think it's where you set your expectations of what you're looking for. And I guess, again, to what I was saying earlier, because of where we are and the lack of games, I feel like maybe we lower our expectations, right? Like, did people lower their expectations for Predator, and are the expectations lowered in general right now? So maybe you can play Mafia 2, Mafia 3, like all these kind of games. Like, where are your expectations set of what kind of game you want right now? Because really, we had the big blowout. I mean, honestly, we had our big blowout of February, March, April, and now, like I said, Last of Us, but that's a PlayStation exclusive. SpongeBob, that's more of a kid game, although I'm getting it. I love SpongeBob. I think a lot of people will really enjoy that game. You have Ghost of Tsushima, again, PlayStation. You have Destroy All Humans. I don't think it's going to do all that amazing. I think there's definitely going to be a group of people that want to play that game. And there's a couple other summer games, but pretty much after that, we're into the fall. We're into Cyberpunk and Avengers, and obviously those are a bit more for everybody. And then you have next gen. So we really are at the end of one of our like eras, you know what I mean? And we're in kind of in a transition period before we get the rest of it, which really starts late June all the way through like September, and then we're into next gen territory. So, again, why am I saying all that kind of stuff? Well, Maneater looks solid. I guess I haven't given my own impressions of it from what I've seen is that it looks really, really fun. Now, again, transparency, I feel like, and being honest with you guys, is very important. I don't see myself getting this game. Again, what I said in the beginning of the video, like, if they were to have given me the code and say, hey, like, here's the code, like, make some videos or do whatever you want for it, like, I would have done that, and I think that probably would have been not that I don't think it's worth $40, but it's just, I mean, it's your lifestyle, right? It's up to you of what you're doing. Like I said, I know what I'm doing. I just bought the Mafia trilogy, right? So I just dropped $60. I am getting The Last of Us. I am getting SpongeBob. So, like, I'm going to be spending more money in June. Like I said, I have a lot of games that I still need to get to. So it's not like, oh man, I'm putting this game down or I'm just not interested. No, I want to see more. If Omrecker makes more videos on it, I'll absolutely watch it. And I think this game, maybe if it's on a sale at some point for like $20, like it's half off, like for a Black Friday thing, I think this is a game that I could eventually get because I do like it. I really like everything about it. I think that it's weird and different and kind of funny in a way, and again, like a unique way that I mean, what other game do you really know of that you can do this, right? So, and I've seen it pop up. I mean, this is, I think, a game that what I think this game is going to do is do really well online. I think even Omrecker, like his video, did really well. And I think a lot of people are going, and you even see it just all across the internet, especially in this, again, more dead period. The only thing we've gotten recently is that Mafia trilogy. And if Mafia is not for you, then what are you going to be playing, right? And I'm not saying immediately you're going to go to this Maneater game, but I think that this game can survive online. I think there could be a really solid community of people that want to watch and want to see what this game is about and want to see other people playing it. I think that group exists out there, and so I think this game is going to be fine. I think this game is going to do really, really well online, and I was just interested to see if you guys like it. But you know what? I'm honestly down for anything. I'm not made of money, but I am down for anything. So if you guys really, really like this, let me know. Let me know if you want me to make more videos on this game, and if there is enough support, who knows? Maybe I will end up getting this game to cover it a little bit more. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed and have that bell icon turned on so you guys know when all our videos go up. And I didn't mention this in the beginning, so I'll mention it here at the end. We have a Discord server. I've been promoting it for the past couple weeks. It's been doing really, really well. A lot of people have been joining it recently, and we've really been building a fantastic community over there. So if you guys want to join that, it'll be in the description below. I guess if you're playing Maneater, or maybe there's other people that are playing Maneater, maybe you can have some talks about that game in the Discord server as well. Okay, so if you guys want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Thank you so much for watching. watching, guys. I truly, truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all on the next video.